Iraola's Liverpool project starts with one urgent question: who plays right back? Imagine this: Kerkez bombs forward on the left, he delivers goals, assists, it's pure attack, that side is handled. But on the right, he needs something different: disciplined, defensively solid, intelligent in the build-up. A fullback who defends first and contributes going forward too. And Liverpool have been looking into different names: Livramento, whose value is up to 50 million, Guela, who is still unproven at the highest stage, and Palestra, who is simply unknown. But what if I told you that the perfect answer is already playing at this current World Cup? He has delivered 6 assists in Ligue 1. He is only 23 years of age and he already even knows Liverpool's centre-back from Rennes, Jérémy Jacquet. His name is no other than Guela Doue. But one question rises though: is he really good enough for the Premier League? Let's answer this through this video. Before we talk about Guela Doué, let's talk about this right back situation. First of all, Jeremy Frimpong, that was bought in last summer for 35 million. Honestly, when he came in, his first performances, I thought this was a great deal. I thought that this was the right of player that we need in that role. But Jeremy Frimpong is a right wing back, and Iraola will play 4 at the back. We won't play with a back 5, so a wing back. So Jeremy Frimpong is either a right wing or a right back, so his role is unclear, his situation is unclear. We don't know if he's gonna play on the wing or if he's gonna play at right back. And there is also Conor Bradley, who is more the profile that I think Anthony Iraola would like to work with. But the problem with Conor Bradley with the last few years is injuries. He has a lot of injury issues, especially the last one, which is a really big injury. We don't know the level he's gonna have when he's gonna come back. We know that he will be maybe ready for the preseason. Let's see if he can be ready, but I still think Liverpool need a player in that role. You can't play a whole season with a player who is injury prone like Bradley, and also Frimpong, who has had also a lot of injury issues and who is not a right back. So we need a player for that role because Iraola's system needs balance. We need an attacking player as a left back, as Kerkez, who did it perfectly under Antonio Iraola, and we need a disciplined right back. So Kerkez is an attacker on the left and the right back needs to be the opposite. This is not a luxury signing, this is a necessity for Iraola's system to work. And what I've just said, Liverpool knows it really well because that's why they've been looking at different names on the market. And the first name I've heard of is Livramento. Livramento is a great player. I really like the talent. I really think the ceiling is up there. We always know with players who come from Cobham, honestly, great players. We've seen this season, haven't seen that much about Livramento because he's been injured this season, but I still think there is a quality player. And what I like with Livramento, his home ground, which is really a good thing, but and also cover that left back role. He is really a great player in that role, but the problem is that Livramento will cost around 50 million. Newcastle will demand a lot for Livramento, and rightly so, because he's home ground, he's English. A lot of teams are interested, but I just don't think Livramento is worth that money, especially with the injury issues he's been having. For me, that would be like bringing another Conor Bradley. So the other player you have to bring in must be more solid, must be more reliable. The other option I've heard is Guela. Guela has had an incredible season, defensively incredible, the ball carrying insane. Guela is really a great prospect, and he's still young. He's only 21 years old, but the question is that he is still exciting. Yeah, that's great, but he is still raw. I don't think that Brentford will ask few money. Also, I think that Brentford will ask also a huge fee for him. For me, he will be my second option if you can get my first option, but I think Guela is still a bit raw, so he still needs to develop. And I think in that role, if Liverpool can get a player who's already developed, it's much better. I don't even want to talk about Palestra because I haven't seen his games. I've seen, yes, a bit of highlights on him, but Palestra is still unknown. He is, for me, unproven at the top level. For me, that's too much of a game. But if an Italian team want to go for him, like Inter Milan or another team, that's good for them. But I really think for a club like Liverpool, you can't have a gamble on that role, especially that you're having also a young player like Jérémy Jacquet who will be playing in that defense. You don't want to have a Chelsea project in the team also. So the other option I'm talking about is more complete. He joined Strasbourg 2 seasons ago. I'm talking about Guela Doue. For me, Guela Doue is really ready to take the next level. Really has had 2 great seasons in Europe with Strasbourg, 2 great seasons in Ligue 1. He's valued at around 25 million. So for me, the price is really worth it for the quality of the player you would get. For me, Guela Doue is really the perfect player for that role. At just 23 years old, I think he fits the FCG model perfectly. He's had experience in France. He has even represented Ivory Coast national team. He's playing currently at the World Cup, and he's also played the AFCON. This is a player who has had really experience playing AFCON. He's playing his first World Cup, and really I think he's ready for a big move. Of course, he's also the brother of Guela Doue, if most of you are wondering. And I really think he will be playing with his brother if Hakimi wasn't at PSG, because Hakimi is the best right back in the world. But second to him in Ligue 1 has been Guela Doue. In Ligue 1, has put up a season of 8 goal contribution playing as a right back, but he has also played in even a back three. Has had around 86 pass completion. That's what's perfect for Iraola's build-up play, because he wants a player who's also capable of building from the back. He has won around 70% of his aerial duels. He's dominant physically. He will be perfect for the Premier League physically. He has won also 90% of his duels. So defensively, he's really reliable. He's not just an attacker, but going also forward, he is really technically good. He is a player who's comfortable on the ball, and he also has a connection with Jeremy Jacquet, the other player that will be coming in at centre back for Liverpool this season, because they play together with Rennes youth team. And he also has a connection with Yan Diomande, the player that Liverpool want to bring in as the most replacement on the right wing. So really, this transfer for me is just evident. So Guela Doue brings in balance in that Liverpool team, because Kerkez will be bombing forward on the left, attacking, and Guela Doue will be the more disciplined player on that right back, the player that can slot in that even back four and make it like a sort of back three, which is perfect for Iraola's build-up play. He is only 23 years old, so fits FCG model perfectly. If he doesn't put up a top season, if he ends up being a flop, you can still sell for a good fee. He is playing at the World Cup, so getting more experience, but you have to go for him before his price levels up quite massively, because I think many teams will be looking at Guela Doue, especially the lack of great players and great profiles in that role. And I don't think he'll be going to Chelsea, because Chelsea already have Malo Gusto, who again will be playing with France, and they also have Reece James, who will be starting for England. So that role is already covered at Chelsea. They also have the young Josh Achepong in that role. So I think really Liverpool have an opportunity for Guela Doue this summer. So guys, what do we think about Guela Doue, and have you seen his recent performances for Ivory Coast national team? For example, his match against Ecuador was also a nice glimpse of what he can really bring into this Liverpool team. Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.